guess we'll continue with this episode. All right, so let's see who left from the Pac-12. Hopefully, I kept my coordinators. Arizona's head coach at DC got fired. One of them retired. Let's see. So Oregon's got a new head coach. This guy coached at NC State, Dave Doran. Let's see. Jeff Brom was their OC. He's gone. So Steve Spurrier Jr. is a new OC. Let's see. Yes. All right. So we retained Brian Van Gorder as our D coordinator. I guess that means someone is still on our team as well, I'm assuming. I guess that's that. Let's make sure we still have someone. He's not even on here, so I guess that means his contract is good. He's staying. So, all right, guys, we're staying in Oregon State. I guess now I know that you can't sign extensions and still go in the coaching carousel and stuff. So I don't know. I feel like I knew that in the past, but I forgot. So whatever. We're gonna be staying at Oregon State, and we're gonna be keeping this dynasty rolling. So let's continue with the off season. I guess wasn't planning on doing this, but here we are. All right, players leaving. I already did a montage and everything, and holy moly, we got a lot of guys declaring. I already did a montage of all the seniors and stuff leaving, so go check out the postseason video, because I didn't know if we were going to be at a new school or what, so I guess we'll just go over this stuff now. For kicks, so as you can see, we got a lot of juniors who want to go. First of which is Ryan Reynolds, who redshirted this season, and he wants to go to the draft, projected round 3. But the reason why I redshirted him is so he could have a year to, be the guy in our offense. So I'm going to bring him back so he can, continue to develop and be a round 1 pick instead of round 3. Promise the degree. Let's go. So we got Ryan Reynolds coming back for his redshirt senior season. Next up, George McGuire. He wants to go. He has been just an animal for us. You know what? He's ready to go. He really is. We'll come back to him. Jamal Van's coming back. I need him. I redshirted him so he would come back. And he is coming back. Sweet. Dave Motley, you definitely need to come back. You're not good enough to go. I can't believe he actually thought about declaring. That's ridiculous. Alright, so we got Jonathan Small, who has barely played and he wants to go to the draft. What the hell? This dude has barely played. Look at his stats. Look at his stats. He doesn't... 10 tackles! 10 tackles, and this guy wants to go to the draft. Somehow he's projected to go round 7, and he has 10 career tackles. Nah, bro. No, that's ridiculous. Alright, McGuire, I'm still going to have to wait on. I feel like I should let him go because of how good he's been, but I feel like he could do better than round 5 if he comes back, so we'll think about it. Gary Campbell projected to go round 1. Awesome. Zach Garrett, round 2. That's not bad. That's not bad. He had a great season. He's going to ball out in the NFL. Phil Hall, round 1. Let's go. Former 4-star recruit. Corey Clark, projected round 4. In fact, let me just tell you guys what these guys were as recruits, because I keep all that stuff, just out of pure interest. Let's pull it up here. So Campbell was the number 1 recruit in our 2020, number 2 recruit in our 2020 class. He was a 5-star, if you could believe it. And I know a lot of you will say he didn't play like a 5-star, and I agree. He didn't really live up to expectations, but he might be one of those guys that didn't have a great college career, but just has an excellent year in the NFL. He's 6'3", 217 possession receiver. I like that. As far as Zach Garrett, he was a 4-star. He came in at 72 overall, number 4 recruit in our 2019 class, and I think he lived up to that. He turned it on his senior year, and he got it. Phil Hall was a 4-star recruit in one of our early classes, the 5th-year senior in the 2019 class, number 3 in that class. 4-star, came in at 73 overall. Yeah, he outlived that, I think. He played like a 5-star with all the career sacks he had. Corey Clark next up. He was an underrated guy. He was a 3-star, 69 overall, number 11 recruit in our 2019 class, number 11 free safety prospect. And I think he lived up to that, definitely, and maybe then some. Dunbar projected to go round 4. And Dunbar was kind of a weird guy. He was a 3-star, 67 overall, number 20 prospect in our 19 class, so I think he was a gem, but he got a lot of minutes his sophomore year, and then barely played his junior year because he got passed up on the depth chart by some guys, and then his senior year he came back and was our number 1 corner, and he was good. He was good. And now he gets a chance at the NFL. Let's see. Dave Motley's coming back. Will Wallace. He was a freshman All-American. This guy was a 4-year starter and just kind of a mainstay. And he was, good at receiving and also blocking. He was the number 12 prospect in the 19 class, 68 overall, a 4-star. I don't know. Wallace I don't really use the tight ends in my offense, So I do for blocking and stuff, but as far as receiving, you don't want to come and play for me if you're a guy that's a tight end that likes to catch the ball. J.J. Brock isn't even projected to go to the draft. That's just BS. Won the best linebacker award last year. Consistently was just the best. He was a first-team All-American. That's BS, man, for real. Won the Bednarik All-American last year, All-Conference. That's BS. He was the number 52 middle linebacker in the 2019 class, 3-star, 16th in our class. Definitely outlived that. He was a gem. Jamal Vance coming back. Ben Collier next up. He's projected to go round 6. That's awesome. I love when I can get linemen in the NFL. He was a 3-star. He came in at 70 overall, so pretty good. Number 9 prospect in our 2019 class. So, yeah, another one of those kind of, diamond in the rough prospects from California. And, he balled out. Jeff Gates graduating. He had a respectable career. He's not going to go to the NFL. Sean Johnson graduating. He was an All-American. Respectable career. No NFL draft looks, I guess. I don't know why this guy was declaring. Matthew Stevens graduating as well. 5-year contributor at fullback. Not much really to say. He just kind of was a mainstay for us. I want to see if any of the guys that transferred out from our schools are going to the NFL. Let's see. Horner's going. Wow, I remember we recruited him. What was that guy's name? I don't see him on here, so I think we're good. Let's go to USC. We had a lineman that was over there that was pretty high overall wise, and then Wisconsin as well. USC. Dedrick Morris, he on here? Nope, he's not. So he's coming back. Interesting. Let's check out Wisconsin. Going the wrong way. We had a corner go there. I doubt he's in here, but just got to check. Nope, he's not in there. All right, cool. So we'll keep an eye on that. We had some transfers from a couple seasons ago. I'm just checking up on. We had some from last year, too, which I didn't even look at, but they weren't that good anyway. So that's that. I guess we'll move on next to, I think, what is signing day, and we'll keep rolling here. I'm in my suit. Oh! I almost forgot. We got to get George McGuire back on the team. Hold up. That would have been bad. George, I'm sorry. I think if you come back, bro, you will be higher than a round 5 pick. And he's coming back to win a championship. Good decision, George. Let's go. We need him in the secondary because we're losing Clark. Bam. All right, so we got some guys to stay. Now let's make sure no one transfers out. That's next. All right, so let's check transfer requests, and we'll check the draft results. No transfers. Good. Neither in nor out, because we would have figured that out last page, right? So draft results, let's check out. Campbell goes first. Hall goes first. Garrett goes second. Clark fourth. That's awesome. Dunbar fourth. Wallace fourth. And Collier sixth. So Clark, we developed. He had 1 year to start. We developed it into a 4th round draft pick. It's free safety. He's 90 overall. That's not like a shoe-in for the NFL, right? Garrett, we gave him his 1 year to, do something, and he did a lot more than something. Ends up a 2nd round pick. Hall, just a beast from his sophomore season on. School record holder, as is Gary Campbell. And you got Will Wallace who gets drafted. That's awesome. He didn't really get utilized as much as he should have in our offense, but he'll get a shot in the NFL. He's a great blocker, so he'll do well. Dunbar, we'll see. He's a good slot corner. I wouldn't put him outside, but he's a great slot corner. He can cover drags well and press very well. He's a good tackler against the run as well. And Collier's going too. He was good. He was probably the best lineman we had as far as pulling and getting blocks in the screens, pancakes, pass pro. He was the guy that was effing up the least amount. It was always McCray. So good for Collier. We'll see what he does in the league. All right, so now we're on to recruiting, and we had a lot of juniors that wanted to leave early, and if we let them go, we could have opened up some more spots for, the recruits here, but, I'm not too worried about it. I'd rather field a championship team next year, you know what I mean? And so, let's see. We have 10 guys signed. I think we have room for 1 more. Let's just make sure on that, though. We got 3 guys left on the board. We'll have to decide which one of those 3 we need the most. So, we have currently 59 spots, 59 people on the roster, right? And so that means we have 11 because the limit is 70, which is stupid, but is what it is. So we have room for one more player. There's 3 on the board. I might just go after one and then cut the other 2 so we don't oversign. Let's see. What do we need most? We got the wide receiver on there, and we have 1 in the class already, I think. Make sure it's just 1. Yep, just 1. There's a D tackle. I think we're good. We brought a D tackle in last year. And there's none already in the class. We have a D end. So let's see what D tackle depth is like. We got 5 in there. Gates is the only one leaving, so we have 4 on the roster. I think we could bring in 1 more. That'd be nice. Especially because we're losing Carter and Melton next year. Yeah, I feel like D tackle is what we need. And then the other guy was an offensive tackle. How we looking there? Collier's out. We got 2 behind him. And Johnson's out 2 behind him. Okay, I think we're good on tackles for now. Gotta bring some in next class. So I think what we need, the wide receiver on there is really intriguing because he's a developmental prospect. He's 6'3". Bill Stegel here, 6'3", 215. And he's from a pipeline state that we might lose if we don't bring guys in like him. 90 speed, 75 excel. Not elusive. I think that might have done him in right there. I need a guy, he's an outside receiver, but I think we need Matt Haynes the most here, this 4-star D tackle from Ohio. Lionel Hill is a guy from Cali as well. Let's see. Hill is like in Washington. It's basically us in Washington. It's us in Miami for Haynes. I don't want to go after 1 and lose, but I could just put the full 15K on 1. Alright, who's going to help us the most? What are our tackles looking like? They're solid. They're really good. Hill's a guy that can help us, but not from a couple years. Haynes will help us next year because we're losing Carter and David Carter and Chad Melton. So I'm going all in on Matt Haynes. Hopefully these other guys don't commit. Bill, I hope you go to Iowa. Just go somewhere where you could play, bro. And Hill, don't go to Washington, even though he's going to go to Washington. Alright, so that's that. We're going to finish out our class. I'll go over the class in totality after. Going into signing day, we are ranked 24th. That's not good. But, we're signing 11 guys, so it's such a small class. Let's see what we are in the Pac-12. I saw Wazoo up there. Let's see. I guess we're second. Yeah, Wazoo, and then UCLA's right behind us. They'll probably pass us. Okay, let's see what happens. Hopefully we just sign 1, and we're good, because then I don't need to cut or transfer anybody. Well, let's go ahead and advance the week and see what happens. And another thing, I know since I'm coming back, I am going to adjust the sliders. I might start using the J-Kit sliders, which are very difficult. Because I think the 50-50 is just a little too easy, and I want to make it a little bit tougher. So I think I'm going to use those. I'm going to experiment with them. If they're too, if my guys are 99 speed and they're running like they're 60, I'm going to change things like that as we go. But I'm going to make it a little bit harder. We're going to be here for 3 more years. I want to make it more challenging. So I'm going to do that. Usually you guys know what I do.
Bruh.
We'll get into that. I like to, do the recruiting restrictions and keep it realistic, with the play calling and stuff. But, all right, here we are. So Lionel Hill committed to Washington. That's fine, I guess. We'll play him in the future. Matt Haynes committed to our team over Miami, but so did Bill Stegel. I don't know. So now we're probably going to just cut him because I told you guys that I was going to not take him. I didn't want him, so I wanted Haynes. Instead of cutting him, I'll transfer him to Iowa or something like that just so he could stay in the game, but I hate how it does that. I didn't put a single point on him, and he's still committed to our team. I didn't even offer him a scholarship. So whatever. So here's our class. Let's cut Hill off of there. Yeah, that's just super annoying, but whatever. I wanted Bill if we had a spot, but we did. So here's our class in totality. I've gone over these guys in a couple different recruiting videos, 3 or 4 I did last season, so go check those out for a super full in-depth look at them. But Casey Williamson, 4-star DN from Alabama commits. We got this fullback from Oregon. Jabari Marquardt, a 3-star corner from California. Carl Wilson, a future slot receiver, I believe, from Hollywood, California. His nickname's going to be Hollywood. Jeremy Davis, 3-star linebacker. We got good linebacker class. Probably the best in the country. From Oklahoma. Brandon Moore from Nevada. And Matt Thomas. This guy is the next Devin Bush, bro. From Jacksonville Beach, Florida. 6'0", 227. Jared Hemphill, the next beast in the secondary. Once McGuire goes to the draft next year, round 1, calling it. He'll probably take over there. Sam Morris, added some depth on the line, 3-star guard. Jesse Bailey, a 4-star corner from California. Ran away with him. Matt Haynes, new addition, 4-star D tackle from Ohio. Ohio high school football players are very good, guys. Like, usually, this is the type of guy that would go to, like, Michigan State. They were way out of this race, as you can see. And then Bill Stegel here. I don't know, Stegel, I think it is. So, I'm probably going to transfer him. If we don't have a spot, I'm like 99% sure we don't have a spot. I didn't even offer him a scholarship. So, I'm going to transfer him to, like, Iowa and call it a day. That's our class. Let's see how we finished up. Probably around, like, 30. 23, not bad. Not bad at all. So, we, wait, what? Alright, here's what they did. Look at this, look at this. They signed all those stupid, like, 1- and 2-star prospects that I didn't even recruit. So, like, all these dudes down here. I saw 17 prospects. I was like, what the hell? So, I'm going to have to be really smart about going through and making sure I don't, you know, miss somebody I didn't recruit. Make sure I cut all those guys. I hate how it does that. And because of that, we finished 23rd in the country in recruiting. And it's not like that because I didn't recruit half the guys in the class here. So that's annoying. I wish it would have just kept it as is. How do we finish in the Pac-12, I guess, with these? Why is this going so slow? USC comes in first at 10th. Yeah, that's usually how it should go. They had a bad year last year recruiting. They got 2 5-stars. Let's take a look at their class, actually. I'm curious. Always like when more talent comes to the conference. All right, they got a 5-star middle linebacker, a 5-star tight end, nice tackle, 3-star quarterback. All right, so yeah, we're gonna have to worry about that middle linebacker in the future and that tight end, I guess, but nothing too crazy. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, I want to look at the all prospects page so we can get the 40 times for these guys and everything. I already went over the other ones from the class. Let me get the new guys, though, that we signed. Go to interest. All right, so who is new? Haynes. All right, so he's a D tackle, so 40 doesn't matter. But 665 squat, 430 bench. I feel like 665 is probably one of the best. Yeah, I mean, it's right inside the top 15 here. There he is. Good. How about bench? We got anybody up here for bench? Not really. We'll work on that. Fastest 40? Anybody up here for us? I think we had a 4.38 corner. Somewhere. There he is. Bailey. Nice. Good stuff. All right. How about the other guys? Haynes and we'll look at Bill just for kicks. 4.4, 240. That's not bad. But, yeah, his squad is worse than his bench. I cannot believe that. Okay, so there you go. Now let's move on. We're good to go.